Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. The MLB at Field of Dreams returns. Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies face Byron Buxton and the Minnesota Twins at the iconic Field of Dreams ballpark. The field is calling. Watch the MLB at Field of Dreams game live on Netflix Thursday, August 13th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific.
Welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass podcast. Kevin and Chuck. Today we're going to talk cars, guns, and bodies. Now all these are exciting things we like to get enthused about. But what we're actually talking about is how to dispose of guns, cars, and bodies. Now, I don't know what application may present itself that you feel the need you have to deal with this kind of thing. But I feel like there are some scenarios where it could play out. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like I'd rather have that information beforehand than after the fact.
It's not something you want to look up after you murder somebody.
Yeah, it's awkward when, somebody goes missing and you're like, well... Or,
I honestly, officer, I cannot tell you why I bought all that sulfuric acid the week after he died.
That's, you got to think about these things. You got to have a plan. So, with that, I think we get into it. So, I think first we'll start with cars.
All right. How do you get rid of a car, Chuck?
How do you get rid of a car? Now, you were a little worried about... you didn't want to just set it on fire. You thought that all the information's still there. You had some concerns.
Yeah, most of the time when somebody torches a car, you might do good getting rid of a body that's in the car.
I like
that.
But
you're sending up a smoke signal to the whole city that there's a car on fire someplace and telling everybody exactly where it is and how to get there.
I think you're right. I think that's good. So, one, I would say you want to case out good locations. Mm-hmm. You need to find somewhere that's out of the way. This is if we're setting it on fire.
Right.
But I would say maybe not as far as Kevin might suggest, because I'm going to suggest that you can be hightailing it out of there in short order. Mm-hmm. But I am thinking concrete plant, something out of the way. The old quarry... I don't know.
Yeah. There's
the parking lot behind the nudie bar. That might be a convenience thing.
It's there anyway. You know what? What are you going to do?
So, and as Kevin pointed out, this may be a way to get rid of a body as well. Mm-hmm. But again, a burned body, obviously. If the government's looking or something, they're going to be able to figure out who that is and whatever.
Right, and ultimately,
but obviously, I wasn't
also
trying to defy the government.
Yeah, they're also going to be able to find out who owned the car. Now, that may or may not be a problem, but if it's your car, you don't want to. Yeah, it's a problem.
Well, I assume you're not trying to get rid of the car when it's your car,
right?
But we are going to talk about that a little bit later too. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, moving right along. The way to get rid of a car with a fire, all right? Here's what I would suggest. And I'm going to suggest that this whole operation of burning a car less than 5 minutes.
All right.
All right, you like that?
I'm good.
5 minutes
I'm ready
is
to
some go time. Mm-hmm. All right. So I suggest you drive up to your location, hop out, take a knife, puncture all 4 tires. Mm-hmm. All right. All 4 tires. Now I would suggest you cut a strip of rubber out of the sidewall, about a foot long. Now, if you're trying to cut it out of the top, you're going to spend your 5 minutes right there trying to cut it. But I would say now that the tire is punctured, sidewall, cutting a strip of rubber, not too bad, especially if you're a knife guy like me and you keep a sharpened blade.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're going to take your strips of rubber. You're going to then puncture the gas tank from the bottom. Usually very easy on a new car because they're plastic. Older cars, they're metal, but, still not that big a deal. Somebody might be like, oh, well, it could spark and whatever. And I say, quit being a little baby. Man up.
There you go.
All right. So, but you do want to go from the bottom so there's no air there.
Right.
Because that's the thing. Like, you can weld on a metal gas tank with gas in it because there's no, as long as you want it full. You want it solid. But anyway, I'm not trying to give you recommendations. I wouldn't do it. But I've seen a guy do it. And I stood there and watched. So I don't know. But anyway, moving right along. Puncture the gas tank from the bottom. Gas strips on the rubber strips. I want you to set the gas-covered rubber strips underneath each tire. Then you're going to just take one last strip, throw it, and walk away. And I suggest that you could do all that in 5 minutes.
All right. But, that still leaves the interior of the car...
The tires.
Mostly intact. Do you think it's going to burn it enough?
The tires are going to freaking...
All right, now you remember that scene
You got to burn the tires.
You remember that scene from Point Break where he's... Ronald Reagan is spraying the inside of the car with the gasoline at the gas pump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Ronald Reagan.
Tires are the key.
All right.
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't know. I would go with a lot more gasoline than what's in the tank, but
tires
I'm not going to argue.
The key. Let's just say Chuck's right on this one.
All right, Chuck's right on this one.
See, was that hard?
All right, so
how would you get rid of a car?
Well, now let's talk about. I did hear about one case where a guy just dug a hole with a backhoe, drove the car in there, and then filled the hole back in. So I mean, that's if you got a backhoe handy, or if you
who hasn't seen that play out,
got 15 guys with shovels, then you're all right. But let's say it is your car. The car can be tracked back to you.
Okay, now you have a VIN number on your car.
You have a VIN number, and you have a lot of VIN numbers on your car. You got the doorpost VIN number. Your registration and title have the VIN number, so those are both in the car.
Sometimes
they can be in the car.
Stamped in the right front fender or on the front fender frame.
Mm-hmm. It's also on the engine block.
High-end cars, I've heard of rumors of it being etched in the glass.
Mm-hmm. Now, you can clone a VIN number, though.
Tell me more.
Now, let's say you get rid of the title. Registration's not on the car anymore. You've got it cleared everywhere except for one obvious place where they can look, such as the doorpost inside the door. You can replace that with another VIN number of a car that's very similar to that one.
I like your similar car theory.
So all you have to do is print up another plate and replace it. Rivet it in there. Then it's somebody else's car entirely. It's attached to some guy in Wisconsin. Not really easy to clone it. A lot of people have been doing this, though. A lot of people have bring their cars in to sell them and find out their Carfax says it's been in 15 accidents or something. Really? And they said, I've owned this car for 8 years. I bought it new. But somebody else has a cloned car because they stole it, made a new VIN number, and then they've been driving it around and sold it since then. If you buy a car with a cloned VIN number, you're just shit out of luck.
Shit out of luck.
You lose that.
You shouldn't have bought it because it was stolen.
The cops impound it, take it, and most states, it's your responsibility, not the dealership.
How does that all work? Because I just heard on the radio today that 4 local antique stores got in trouble, hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines, and got arrested because they have extinct animals, endangered
endangered stuffed animals
for sale. Well, no, I don't know, like elephant tusk knives or whatever. Mm-hmm. But now, am I really responsible when I buy a knife that... No, but I don't know that it could be fake elephant tusk. You know, I went to an estate sale.
Right.
How do I supposed to know?
It's still your responsibility. It's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
But that's the case.
They drink. I mean, I really find it hard to believe that these people with these crap stores are really like, yeah, that $4 knife there. Somebody went out and killed an endangered animal. I just don't really buy it.
Yeah. No, a lot of the times in those cases, though, it's a lot more than what you hear about. You know? A lot more than being involved.
4 local antique dealers.
Yeah.
I found that a little fascinating. Sorry, it's a little off point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, more on this sect of car?
No, we're done with VIN numbers.
All right. What do you got? All right.
Well, let's. How about just hiding the car?
All right. Now that's where I was going to kind of head into.
Okay.
So what do you got?
Well, I mean, it's not really hard to paint a car. You know, bright red, bright white, blue. These aren't colors that happen in nature. But a couple of green cans of spray paint, and you can cover it up. You got to cover up the gloss, the shine from the windows, and you're going to want to disguise the shape of it.
All right. Now, I like that. Now, if you're going to want to just drive your car into the pond, that's your plan, don't do it at the public boat launch. Because you're like, oh, there's a ramp. It'll go right in.
Go right in. And then everybody else is going to be ramming it with their boat.
They're ramming it with their boat.
And they're going to figure it out.
It's not going to end well.
Don't assume that if you just roll a car into a lake, that there are no fingerprints. The lake is not going to wash the fingerprints off of there.
It doesn't make that go away?
You've got to clean that all up beforehand.
All right. Good to know.
And I would recommend draining as much oil and fuel out of it beforehand so you don't leave an oil slick. Yeah, it's going to be there regardless.
See, I didn't think of that.
But you might want to drain the oil out first. Maybe even the antifreeze. Run it down on gas.
And it's really just better for the planet.
For the environment.
The environment, right? See?
Yep.
All right, now there's another way you can go. Now people talk about, oh, well, I'll just leave the keys in it in a bad neighborhood. And that's not necessarily wrong. People like the crime of opportunity.
Right.
Now, I think leaving the car unlocked, maybe tuck the key in the visor or under the floor mat. I think in the ignition just almost seems too inviting.
Yeah.
Where the guy's going to be like, yeah, the cop's setting me up, I don't know.
That's why when I go to the airport and leave my car in long-term parking, I leave all the windows down, the door's unlocked, and the key's right in the ignition.
Yeah.
Nobody would steal that car.
Next, they're like, something's funny here.
Something suspicious.
That's it. So, that's another way to go. Now, you still want to wipe it down for prints. Now, here's another technique.
Go through the glove box. Get everything out of there. You don't know what's going to be in there.
Dude.
Receipts, anything like that. Stupid.
Yeah, your Sam's Club. Chuck bought freaking 6 items today.
The shovel and the acid and all the other stuff for the rest of the things.
Chuck bought 6 items. A hatchet, a gas can, that's not going to end well. A black ski mask. That's not going to end well. Another technique, they say if you're going to steal a car, you want to steal a popular model. Like when I heard this and whatever, it was like, ooh, the Ford Taurus. Because everybody has a Ford Taurus.
Yeah. Right now it's the Honda Civic and the
Honda
Accord.
Civic and Honda Accord, exactly. And that's, I don't think, you steal a Ford Taurus now, you're like the only one out there. And they're like, oh shit, there's a Ford Taurus.
There's that Ford Taurus.
But even so, you want to steal a common car. Now here's the slick technique. Now you're going to like this. What you do is you go up to like a mall parking lot and you find another Honda Accord, just like the one you just stole. And ideally the same color, but doesn't have to be if you can't find it. You swap the license plates.
Nobody
between
notices.
Yours and theirs. They won't notice for months for the most part. And you're long gone and nobody's looking for your car is stolen. And even if the license plates are swapped, it confuses everything. It really buys you a lot of time, especially if you're on the run for 24 hours.
Right. That's plenty of time.
It's not even going to be a problem. Don't even worry about it. Especially you do it in the evening or something. People aren't like checking their license plate at night.
Right.
You know, I remember one time I was going on to the Navy base and, you know, they're checking plates and bullshit all the time. So I'm going in and the guy's like, "Where's your front license plate?" And I'm like, "On the front of my truck?" "No." "Well, it was on there when I came into the base this morning." And I don't know. I'm like, "Do you think if I knew where it was, it wouldn't be on the front of my truck?" And, "Oh, this is ridiculous." And, you know, but I'm sure somebody took it off my truck. And maybe that's what they did. You know, maybe they take one. And
right.
I would take them both, and you got to replace it. You know, you got to play the game.
Right. You got to go back and put your license plates on their car. Otherwise, they're going to notice if they're missing a license plate.
Obviously, your registration is not going to match up. Yeah, because they're going to get pulled over in a day or whatever, and yeah, it's not going to end well. Registration's not going to match up. But, I mean, how often do you get pulled over? Now, are you driving through checkpoints? And even then, are they really that observant?
They never check the registration.
And, I mean, they'll see, registration's current. Do they walk back around and look, the license plate doesn't match? The odds are in your favor. You're already stealing a car and you're some kind of dirtbag. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
So I don't know why now you're worried about the law. That detail. Now you may as well just stab the guy and keep going, you know? All right. So that's pretty much cars. Now bodies. You seem to have some insight on how to dispose of a body. Now, I watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Right.
And they drop them in the big vat with acid. And I remember, like, they had the wrong kind of tub and it fell through the ceiling.
You need a plastic.
Things didn't end well.
What he was using was hypochloric acid.
Okay.
That's what they used in Breaking Bad. Now, hypochloric acid will eat through a lot of stuff.
Okay.
It'll eat through glass, metal. Most plastics it will not eat. One of the other things it does not eat up well, though, is bodies.
You see? Because I feel like, why would Breaking... I mean, that's Hal from freaking Malcolm in the Middle.
They got their science wrong on this one.
I feel like I have a relationship with this guy. He wouldn't let me down.
Mythbusters soaked a pig in hydrochloric acid, and they said it got a little bit soft over 48 hours.
Oh, that's a long time.
If you're waiting 48 hours and you still haven't gotten anywhere, you know, you're already in trouble.
Because I got to shower once every 48 hours, or it's not even...
Yeah, you can't even use your bathtub
So
anymore.
my tub's all clogged up now.
All right, so you can use things... sulfuric acid will work.
Okay.
You can buy and ship sulfuric acid to your house. There is going to be a record of you shipping sulfuric acid to your house, though, so keep that in mind.
That's awkward.
Drano you can use. You can buy Drano with cash.
Now, what if I buy
store.
36 containers of Drano with cash?
I don't think that matters.
No.
I don't think anyone's paying
Sam's
attention.
Club, you're buying it by the case, right?
Right.
So whatever.
That's now the
Is that going to be on my
ingredient-
Sam's Club receipt?
I mean, it might be. You'd make sure you get rid of that from your car.
Yeah.
All right. So Drano has sodium hydroxide. That's the active ingredient. That's what's going to eat up the bodies.
Okay.
Here's the problem with that, though. It stinks. It smells awful. I deal with acids now and then, sulfuric acid and muriatic acid, and like they smell. Don't, if you're in an apartment complex, all your neighbors are going to wonder what the fuck you're doing.
Now, what if I decided to make moonshine on the same weekend?
Well,
moonshine has a strong odor. Flesh-eating
neither
acid
one of those
has
are
a
legal,
strong
though.
odor. Oh, they're both wrong?
Uh-huh.
All right, I wasn't going to do that.
Right.
That was,
Chuck would never make moonshine. That's ridiculous.
All right, my mistake.
All right, so all right, here's the best bet is well, let's start with the second worst idea.
All right, what's the second worst?
Worst idea, wood chipper. Wood chipper is gonna chop up all the body, the bones, no problem. It's gonna have no problem with the bones.
No problem.
Chop it right up in the mush.
Mush.
The problem is then you got mush everywhere. You got bloody mush everywhere.
Everywhere.
Right. And don't rent that wood chipper and try and return it. You better own that thing.
Awkward.
You're never going to get all that body out.
So you're getting like body parts, you'll clean up everything and you burn your clothes with gasoline and whatever. And And then the cop's like, yeah, but really, where's your wife? And then they're like, is that a piece of, ear on your ear?
Is that earlobe? Do you have earlobe in your hair?
That's awkward, you know?
So you can dispose of a body. Make sure that you own the wood chipper.
Yeah.
You're not returning it anywhere. You're planning on spending the next 48 hours straight cleaning up.
That just sounds like too much work.
It's a lot of work.
That's my problem. I feel like if you want something to dissolve, decompose, eaten by nature, sharks, raccoons, whatever, I'll get back to it. But you need to have it in like pieces. Mm-hmm. You don't want just like a big body. It's never going to disappear. And I feel like the more you do to make it in pieces, the more mess you're making.
Right.
And the more you got to clean up and get involved, and the more there's splattering. And this is probably not the podcast that everybody wants to listen to.
Well, yeah, it's only getting grosser because we've got so much further to go here.
But
let's talk about burning a body.
That smells
very bad. Very bad. It's not like somebody cooking ribs next door.
It's not like
Not
ribs.
the same thing. You got hair burning. You got all sorts of nasty stuff. Now, here's the problem. A body is 75% water. It doesn't just catch on fire.
No.
So the first thing you're going to have to do is drain all the blood out of it. That's where you're going to want to start. Then you've got to get the fire up to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit
What do I
to
do
actually
with all that
incinerate
blood?
it.
I just put it in the dirt in the back?
Just dump it in the dirt.
Now, that's one of the things. I mean, I got to say, my experience has been, I used to like when chickens would die or whatever, they'd all gang up and kill one. I would go bury it, but I'm not digging like a 6-foot hole for a chicken.
Right.
So the problem is I'd dig like a foot hole, and the next day I'd come out and it'd be dug up and gone.
Right.
I'd be like, well, okay. Then I was like, why the hell am I burying it? I
just throw it over there.
So now it's been my experience that when things die on the farm, I think death comes in the nighttime.
And takes it away.
Because every time I put it in the same spot, and in the morning, it's gone. Problem solved. It happens every night.
Yeah, the problem is people are a lot bigger than chickens are.
I can't just put it out and death comes in the night.
No, it won't take it away.
Because I felt like that might be...
The neighbor's dog will come home with a hand in his mouth.
And I was like, yeah, guess what? I know about how to get rid of a body. I thought I was going to be like, well, death comes in the nighttime.
And takes it away.
Because that's been my experience.
Yeah. Only the problem is death is only the size of a coyote or a raccoon.
Oh, so they're just taking a hand.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about burying it.
All right.
You want to go more than 6 feet.
Really?
Right. You don't, they always talk about the shallow grave, buried in shallow grave. They're always talking about that because they always find the body in the shallow grave. Bury the body, dig a 6-foot hole or more, throw it in there, fill it back in up to 2 feet. Then you're going to have to kill somebody's dog. Throw it in on top of it and bury the dog. That way when they're searching for bodies with the dogs, the search dogs, they smell it, they dig it up, and they find somebody's dead dog.
Smart.
My pet died. Fido, I had to bury him.
That's
there
smart.
you go.
Now, here's the thing. So you're going to be like, oh, I don't want it to smell. I don't want the cadaver dogs, so all this. So you wrap it in a plastic tarp. Big mistake. Because now you're keeping it from decomposing and doing what it needs to do.
Right. And let's not forget, though, that digging a 6-foot hole, not easy to do.
No, that's
especially in the woods, out of the way someplace where you got to deal with roots, you got to deal with rocks. It's in the middle of the night because you're trying to hide a dead body. You're not doing this in the afternoon.
Now, what I did, because I'm a little bit smarter than your average bear.
Okay.
So I actually have some pre-dug holes.
Oh, you just keep them
so
ready.
when it comes up. You see, because I'm a thinker.
Because you're a thinker.
And that's it. You just have the pre-dug holes. Somebody comes by. I'm like, I got a hole for you.
And don't forget the lye. A
little lye on top, a little sprinkling.
There you go. All right, let's talk about burial at sea.
Now, that's a good one. Now, that's really where that chopping them up comes into play. And the cool thing is, boats are meant to be washed off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just spread some stuff and they just rinse right off. That fiberglass just cleans right up. No, I'm not talking about like in the cabin where you got the leather interior. I'm talking about the poor man's boat like mine.
Yep. You just got an open deck
little
there.
Speedboat, open deck. You hose that bad boy off, couple teeth, whatever, right out.
Done. So, a lot of what I read said wrap it up in chicken wire.
I like that.
That'll keep, weight it down. And,
chicken wire with some weights, maybe. Now, as a general rule, you want to go far out.
Right.
The Navy says if you go 25 miles out to sea, Navy garbage won't wash up on. It may also have something to do with 25 miles is international waters. And they're like, screw that, we don't litter in America.
Right.
And then, but they've tried that where we've had U.S. Navy classified material washing up on the beaches in Jersey, and they frown on that.
Yeah, they don't.
Now, I don't think you're really supposed to throw the classified material over the side as a general rule.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea to begin
with. Maybe
with.
If you like work for the Secretary of State and Hillary's your boss.
Yeah, then you can do whatever.
Then that's like, all right, whatever. Just
so you want to wrap it up in chicken wire. Chicken wire is a good idea because things will eat it then.
And I say the more you can cut that thing up, the more. Now you're thinking, well, Chuck, there's more parts to be found. Your probabilities go up. But I say the smaller you make the pieces, the more likely the critters will do nature's thing.
Right. And the whole idea of this is the body isn't found. You don't want it floating back up.
Now, is death different in the ocean? Is there a different name for death? No, there's not like a sea god of something.
Yeah, well, I mean,
the pirates have somebody.
Why not? Davy Jones' locker and things like that. Yeah,
we'll scoop it up and bring it down. All right, I can go with Davy Jones. All right,
Neptune and all that stuff.
All right.
All right. So let's talk about.
Looking for insight. I thought you might have something.
Nah, I got nothing.
All right. What do you got?
Pigs.
Pigs scare the hell out of me. I may have told this story, but I feel like I have to say it again. We've discussed in the past how pigs will turn feral or wild or whatever and become like a wild boar in like 3 weeks. It's something ridiculous. What do you got? You're going to correct me here?
Nope. No correction.
No, 3 weeks sounds about right?
Sure.
It's under 6 anyway.
Yeah.
It's a short time they turn into bad, scary things. All of a sudden, tusks are growing out, hair's growing out all over, and they're scary as hell. So I go to a customer one day, and I'm already afraid of pigs because they're just creepy. Now, when they're all pink and nice, and I'm like, oh, the cute pig, nice, whatever. But I know things you guys might know. Pigs eat people.
They do.
They eat people. Live, dead, whatever.
They
don't care. They're like, whatever, I'll eat that guy. Fuck that. Challenge accepted. So I go to a lady's house, and there's what appears to be some kind of wild pig. Now, I've been to Texas. I know what wild pigs look like. And this looked like a wild pig, All
right.
And I've seen them just running. And this is what this lady had in the yard. And I go to knock on her door. And when I get about 3 feet away from the door, it starts grunting and getting angry and coming at me. And I go back and get my truck. And I'm like, fuck that guy. And I wait. And then I go around to the side door and I knock and I go in. And then finally I go to leave after fixing the lady's fridge or something. And I'm like, all right, there was some kind of pig out there. Because, I don't want to sound like, I'm scared of your pig, And she's like, oh, yeah, you don't want to go out there. And I'm like,
she knows about the pig?
I'm like, so you know about this pig. And she's like, well, what the UPS guy does is he has a bag of apples in his truck.
Obviously.
And she goes, don't try and feed it to him. He'll take your hand. She goes, but take the apple and throw it as hard as you can and run the other way to your truck. And I wasn't sure if she was serious, but she handed me an apple. And I was like, fuck that. Threw the apple and I was gone. And she was probably like, that guy's a wuss. And I'm like, but I'm not messing. They eat people.
They do.
Especially if there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And I've read Animal Farm. They're just creepy.
Yeah, you don't mess with the pigs.
You don't mess with the pigs.
Some pigs are more equal than others. Listen, you need 15 to 20 pigs.
That's a lot of pigs.
That's the minimum.
That's enough pigs to scare me.
You got to remove the teeth and the hair. Otherwise, you're going to be sifting through pig shit to try and find it because they won't digest
the teeth.
Right,
and the
it
hair.
won't
They'll
digest
eat
it,
anything.
though. Mm-hmm. All right, so never trust somebody with a pig farm. That's what I'd say.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Unless you have a weird hobby, then you might want to make friends with the pig farmer.
Then you might want to know a pig
Is
farmer.
it all right if I feed them sometimes? You know, the bones, everything. They'll chew it down. It's gross.
All right, I got one last way.
One last way to get rid of a body.
To get rid of a body. Cook it.
That sounds gross, Kevin.
Well, you don't have to eat it.
Oh, well, I'm feeling better about this already.
You can cook it into a meal and then throw it out. You can feed it to your dog. But nobody's concerned about your throwing out steak that you didn't eat, you know? Nobody's going through your trash and looking at the lasagna with the ground up meat in it. But if you do eat it,
I wouldn't.
don't use fava beans in a nice Chianti. Riesling. You want to go with a Riesling. Just a little word from the wise.
You may have gone over the edge on this one. Right. Oh, too close to the sun.
Let's talk about guns.
Talk about firearms.
How do you get rid of a firearm that's been used in a crime?
A crime. Or even if it hasn't been used in a crime. Maybe, well, all right, I feel like it always comes back to a crime. But maybe there's the bad guy who's been terrorizing your village. And so you guys end up, you know, he comes at you. He's got like his AK-47 and he's like, look, give me your women. You know, and he's got a funny accent. You know what I'm talking about.
He's got an AK-47 and a machete.
AK-47 and a machete. And he goes to lean his gun next to the lean-to because he's got to pop a squatter or whatever. And the gun just falls over. And against my better judgment, I know you guys have had some disagreements with me, but he leaves one in the chamber. The gun falls over.
And
somehow,
just magically,
the trigger,
gun goes off.
The gun goes off, and it shoots him right in the temple.
Sometimes I lean against my car and it starts.
The problem, exactly, jackass. You know, I was told, I think one of the comments I got was, well, you probably don't use knives either. They don't have a safety. Motherfuckers. Yeah. Keep it up. That's fine. Because I'm like, oh, well, I carry an H&K and they don't have a safety. And I just feel like, you know. And they're like, well, you carry a knife or you're probably afraid because, you know, you don't have a safety on that. Cut your finger.
Be careful.
Shoot your motherfucking eye out. That's what I say. So, anyway, I don't even know where I'm going with this. But he drops, and he's got a gold freaking AK-47, just like, what's his name? Gaddafi?
Right.
Right. And so you know his boys are going to come back and be like, yo.
What happened?
Where'd he go? So you got to get rid of that gun.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, you've already dealt with the pig farm.
He's already over at the pig farmer. And we got rid of his truck.
Right.
Now we got this gun left. And we're like, you know, they're just going to recognize that gold AK-47. Now, it might go unnoticed if everybody has gold teeth in the village next week. But, you know, what are some options, Kevin? What could we do?
Well, I mean, obviously, gun is a lot smaller than a body or a car.
Okay, I like that.
Not a big deal to bury it. Nobody's going to go digging up a gun. Animals aren't going to look for it.
Detector.
Bicycle parts.
Yeah?
Yes, bury the gun. Decoys.
I have a freaking...
Haven't you seen The Mystery of Oak Island?
I have a metal detector.
Uh-huh.
And the worst thing, coins. Just throw a handful of pennies in your yard.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. People are like, fuck. The metal detector goes off. I'm down. I'm digging through 3 inches of dirt. And then freaking...
I find a penny.
And I'm like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's an
That's
option.
why metal detectors
I don't
are
even know
useless most of the time.
Well, they supposedly fancier equipment can discern big, little. That's where your bike parts come in.
Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about serial numbers on guns.
They do have serial numbers.
They do. And what do the serial numbers mean?
I don't know.
Jack shit most of the time. Because unless it's a handgun and you live in New York State, nobody's keeping track of that shit. You know how...
the government says they don't keep track.
Listen.
Do you ever remember...
I'm positive.
Every time there's a school shooting, they're like, oh, he bought the gun at Dick's in wherever. And, I mean...
I'm not buying it. I was I was doing research on this.
Okay.
And talking about guns and how to track guns and police investigations.
Okay.
And they say that they'll find a body. There's a gun right next to it.
Like, oh, match!
Problem solved. But they have no fucking idea who owned that gun. Yeah, the bullet and the barrel, they can match up ballistics and all that stuff. But no idea where that gun came from. Because they don't keep track of it unless it's a gold AK-47. That's true.
All right.
So serial numbers don't mean jack shit unless it's a gun that you registered. There's registered guns.
Oh, well, have you been in New York?
If you live in New York, you're fucked.
Which one do I use to commit the crime again?
Shotgun.
Oh.
There's no ballistics on that, and nobody keeps track of who owns a shotgun.
All right. Now, I would say, if you're doubting Kevin's majesty, you may want to kind of etch those things off. Now, I would also suggest that the gun is only the lower receiver. Now, maybe you do have a registered gun. You have a gun that says, this is Chuck's registered AK-47 or AR-15.
Gold-plated AR-15.
Gold-plated AR-15. And he registered it. And we think that he shot this bad guy. But if I got rid of the upper receiver and put a different upper receiver on there.
Also gold-plated.
Also gold-plated, logically. And I had some new set of gold teeth. Then you got nothing. I would probably change out the firing pin, the trigger, the hammer, all that.
Yeah.
I would say then, and then you're like, well, what do you do with the other one? Well, we can talk about that. So one, I can maybe score up the inside of that barrel, or maybe I bend the barrel, and then it's no longer can they fire it, therefore they can't match a bullet to it.
Right.
And I have a new upper put on my lower, and you're saying, well, Chuck, that works with an AR-15, but what about your handgun? Have you guys ever pulled the barrel off your handgun? And if you say no, I want to say, let me tell you about cleaning your firearms, because the barrels come off.
Yeah.
You can just swap that shit out. Just something you might want to think about.
Keep it in mind.
I'm just saying, guns come apart in lots of little pieces. My gun has like 100 parts.
Right.
I can make them all interchangeable between 100 different guns, because I may own 100 different guns. I don't know. That may be a thing, may not be a thing. Just saying.
Yep. They're also made of metal and they sink in water.
And then there's like, they always seem to, I always see these, they found a gun in the Hudson River.
You know what, I feel 90%
How many guns
of the
are
time
in the
that's
Hudson
bullshit.
River?
Yeah. There's probably millions in there.
That sounds right. So, throw it in the river. But I would say, get rid of the serial number. Scratch it off. I understand what Kevin said. But I'm just saying, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Right? But again, if you need to be like, because you know they're going to be like, Chuck, on your pistol card, says you got an H&K VP9. Where is it?
Where is it? They're going to want to know where
and
that
when I'm
gun
like,
is.
it's in the Hudson, I'll be like, don't! Freaking,
Whoops!
and then they're going to be out there for days.
Yeah. And sometimes guns get stolen months before a crime happens with them.
Yeah, but sometimes they're starting to crack down on that. So that's less
guns.
of a they're starting to make it your problem when you don't report it within 24 hours and
well,
whatever.
you can report it. You have to report it before you use it, though. It has to go missing before you use it. Don't shoot somebody and then call the police and tell them somebody stole your gun yesterday.
Oh, and since you're here, officer,
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention that I had a gun that happens to be the same exact caliber as the one that just shot this bad guy.
Uh-huh.
And somebody stole it.
Yep.
This is awkward.
This is a little awkward.
It's a little awkward. All right. So that's about what I got on getting rid of guns. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, I wanted to touch on a news story regarding getting rid of guns.
There is a way.
Yeah, this is a little bit old. This is September 8th, 2015.
And this news story hasn't made our podcast before?
This hasn't made our podcast before.
Right,
I'm fairly certain.
Seemed familiar to me.
All right.
Go on.
32 grams of meth. They pulled over a car in Waco, Texas. Stopped it for a traffic infraction. And found 32 grams of meth in her purse and on her person. And then they found the loaded gun that she had hidden in her vagina. That seems like a really bad place to hide a gun.
Now tell me about keeping one in the chamber.
What I'm curious about, though,
Kegel
is
exercises.
it did not say. Now, picture this. You're in a car.
All right.
You have a gun in your purse. Cop sirens start behind you. Now, let's hypothetically say that this is some sort of tiny gun that I've never heard of. Because, I mean, first off, they didn't say what caliber it was.
It's not
it didn't
a
say anything about it.
1911.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that would be difficult. But
Babies
you're
come out of
in
there.
the driver's seat.
Babies come out of
Right.
there.
You're in the driver's seat. The gun is in your purse. How does it get in your vagina? All I can think is that she's just been carrying this gun around in her vagina all day. Like, she's like, oh, I'm going to go pick up my friend. She's going to go deliver some cocaine or some crystal meth to somebody else. I better put that gun in my vagina before we leave.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
Uh-huh. Also, big problems in the UK.
Yeah, tell me.
I feel like we need to get some sort of disaster relief program set up, some sort of GoFundMe with all the stars, like when the Haiti earthquake.
We Are the World. Nobody's old enough to remember that shit.
Yeah, there's a CO2 shortage in Great Britain. They're rationing beer.
Times is hard.
Bars are limited to 10 cases of beer a day.
Oh.
And it's going to be several weeks before they're off of this.
Now, is there any way we can drink non-carbonated alcoholic beverages?
That's ridiculous.
No.
I mean, you're going to have to go straight to liquor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only option. So, we've got plenty of Jack Daniels. Maybe we need to get something together. Start up some sort of charity and ship some Jack Daniels over to the UK. I mean, we got brothers over there suffering. Mm-hmm. This is ludicrous. Ludicrous. And this is all based on fertilizer plants somehow.
Now, maybe, the way I see it, if we were in that situation, you might be trying to escape from England right now, right?
Right.
In Great Britain, it's an island. You're surrounded by water. If only there were some kind of, tactical tools we might have that we could be prepared to assist us in this.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a company like BattleBox,
right,
and maybe they had a survival at sea box or something like that, some kind of survival stealth things that just made you badass that you might be able to,
escape to some place that had beer.
Ireland, because Ireland isn't having a beer shortage. They're like, well, we got carbon dioxide, CO2 here. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just saying, and if you wanted to do that, there's a code, badass.
Mm-hmm.
10%
Go to
off.
Go to BattleBox. Get
Use
your
code
10% off.
Badass, 10% off. And each month, for a small fee, they will supply you with new gear to be ready for any eventuality.
Mm-hmm. Whether it has to do with sticking
Beer
firearms
shortage,
up your vagina.
Firearms up your vagina. They might have an accessory for that. I don't know. It could be in the next box.
Mm-hmm.
But I know if you wait too long and you try and just buy that shit afterward, it's probably sold out.
Yeah, it's too late.
You're like, oh, vagina holsters?
Mm-hmm.
Sold out.
Too late.
Sorry, friend.
Uh-huh.
That's what could be happening if you're not, catching up on stuff. Now, we received an envelope in the mail.
Did we? And it had some things that were puck size.
Puck size. I thought Kevin signed up for a hockey league. I know he likes, the Sabres or something. I don't know who it is.
Survival puck. I don't watch hockey. It's something I've been meaning to do. Survival puck.
All right, so the company is PFA Supply.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't give us a code or anything. They just said, look, we got these awesome things. Maybe you guys should check them out. We know you're badass. We're badass.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to go be doing some outdoor activities, and I'm going to be trying these guys out. But let's run through the 5 they sent us.
What do they got?
We've got water. We've got Survival Puck Essentials Universal Emergency Kit.
All right.
We've got a first aid kit. We've got a Survival Puck Medicine. And we've got a Survival Puck Light. Emergency Light Kit. Now, let's, in the Light Kit, it's got a aluminum foil sheet, 4 candles, cotton ball tinder to light the candles, a striker to light the cotton ball, and it's also got 3 LED flashlights.
Nice.
Now, each one of these is actually no larger than a hockey puck. So, it's really something you can stick in your back pocket and carry with you out in the woods.
You know where else you can stick that?
There's also another place.
We'll leave that to your imagination.
He means your man. He means your mangina. So the water purification puck is pretty interesting here. It's got a drinking tube, paper filters, purification tablets, and water pouch. Now, each one of these is enough to get you out of a bad spot. Now,
am I going to be able to straight swim the English Channel, make it over to the Emerald Isle?
I don't think there's an English channel between England and Ireland, but that's all right. That's all right. You can get to France where they're also having a beer shortage.
Oh,
bad situation. I recommend swimming to Spain.
So we will get to a video, crack some of these open, show you guys what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You may want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll be ready in the eventuality, or whatever that right word is, that we get around to it.
Survival and Basic Badass Podcast. You can find it on YouTube. You can also contact us by email.
I think you want to. Email is preppingbadass@gmail.com.
That's right.
And the YouTube channel, I think you search Prepping Badass.
Okay.
And check us out on Facebook. We got a Facebook group, a Facebook page, all kinds of good shit. You want to subscribe in the iTunes. And you know what we haven't mentioned in a while is Patreon. If you guys go to patreon.com/preppingbadass, if you act now, you may still be able to get in on our free, you pledge $1 a month or more, and we will send you a Prepping Badass patch.
Yeah, not necessarily free. That's actually the opposite of free.
You're making a commitment. You make a commitment to us, and we'll make a commitment to you.
All right.
So with that, stay safe, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.